Hello friends, my name is Jesse and welcome to Male Nurse Mentor. It's the channel where I share the knowledge of my nursing journey as I still move within it, making videos that I would have found helpful for either when I was first starting out or even now as I reach new crossroads in my career. Lately, I've been going through my own crossroads, and that is something that will be very normal in your nursing career as you look for a change. Maybe you're tired of working bedside, maybe you're looking for a job promotion, or possibly you have no idea what to do next. You just know that you don't want to continue doing what it is that you're doing. Well friends, nursing is extremely broad, and today I want to give you my example of how I took a job promotion that will now allow me to work from home as a nurse. In this video, I'll explain my new job, how I got it, and my new nursing career pathway, looking forward a few years from now. And honestly, I won't be looking back. Now that I was able to pivot to a work from home nursing job, I cannot see myself going back to bedside. I've wanted this for a really long time, friends. Once I knew it existed, it then took a while to find one that I could get with my experience. And now that I finally got one, I'm gonna run with it. But also friends, if you have any questions, whether personal or general, if you want to reach me, find me on Instagram at Male Nurse Mentor. A lot of you have reached out already, which is awesome. Everything right now is still free. I'm still very small. I get a couple messages, not very many. I've even set up a few phone calls, video calls with a couple people. I don't know for how much longer I'll be able to offer this for free, but for now I still will, and gladly. Depends on time and how much busier I get, as life continues to go for me. But for now I will, and gladly. Just reach out to me on Instagram. Hit me with a follow. Just reach out. I'm here. So, what is this new work from home job that I got? So the position itself is a nursing consultant position with the state government. It is fully remote with some travel. It is very much program focused or outcome driven. Patients are still involved, but no longer with hands-on care. This nursing position now involves caring for patients on an outcome. For example, facilities apply to care for certain patients. My role will now include being part of a unit that ensures that these facilities are appropriately caring for these patients, providing services, and maintaining compliance. So this new position now involves a lot of policy review, procedure review, and auditing, which for me is very far away removed from bedside, but that's what I wanted. So how did I get this position? So for a little bit of background, some of you may recall, as I've shared it in some of my past videos, I already worked for the state government. I worked as a prison nurse at one of the state prisons. Being on this side of things, right, I was able to see job opportunities that opened. I eventually saw one that was labeled a nurse consultant. It sparked my curiosity. I looked into it. I heard of people working in these roles. I eventually became even more curious. I reviewed their requirements, saw what was needed, what was desired, and I eventually saw that these positions can work from home. Since I discovered that about 2.5 years ago, I've been working these last 2.5 years trying to get one of these positions. I then got as much experience as I could working in my prison facility, working in case management, appeals and grievances, any other administrative nursing role that I could find, right? That management would allow me to kind of get into, I did. I also became a supervisor for a short stint. I tried that out too, got some experience with that. What I was really trying to do was learn the bigger picture of the healthcare being provided at my work facility, the one that I just left. And I was able to accomplish that. In addition to that, during that time, I remembered what the requirements were to be a nursing consultant. And for a position like that, they're requiring a BSN, an MSN, and some work experience. Well, the work experience I was already gathering, the BSN I already had, which kind of helped me kind of fast track this process because I didn't have to go back and get that. I got that from graduating as a nursing student. But what I did still need was my master's degree, which is that MSN. So as much as I didn't want to go back to school, right, when I graduated with my BSN, I told myself I would never want to go back and do something like this again. I went back. I went to WGU, I was working full time still, and I got my master's degree. And I completed it just this past year in August of 2023. From there, I then began to apply for these nursing consultant positions. I eventually heard back, got an interview, and the rest is history. I eventually got the call, got the offer, and I just started my first day this last week on Friday. Picked up my equipment, my desk is right here. Literally, let me break the fourth wall. Right there. That is my desk now. And I know, friends, that this position is going to be challenging. It's gonna be challenging me in a lot of new ways that I haven't been challenged before. But it is technically a promotion, right? With promotions and any new job, even, these new challenges can be daunting at first. So I'm in that phase right now. It doesn't feel very comforting at the moment, but it is the path that I want to go into now. The pay to start in this position isn't more than the position I was just working as a prison nurse. It's actually less. It's a pay cut, which can seem odd because it's a promotion, but then a pay cut, but it has pros, right? I get to work from home. I get to change my pathway into something else now, kind of far away from bedside, and then build up from here. But the pay can significantly increase more as I put more time into it, which I'll get into my next point here. So what is my new career pathway with this job? So the nice thing about going into the route now of nursing consulting with the state government is that getting in is the hardest part. Once in, after a few years of working underneath your belt, you can begin to apply to more advanced and higher paying nursing consultant positions. And some pay as high as $15K a month or more. And I know they exist because I saw those. I didn't quite qualify for those. I got to start here first. But that is the pathway. That's a really good runway. And most of them still have this work from home capability, which is a big factor for me. I mean, working from home is truly something I've always desired, especially as a nurse who wants to be far away from bedside. And then to be able to get paid more eventually, down the line, that is also something that I want. And I found a position that has both. That's awesome. Both of these components, just speaking to you as an individual, it allows flexibility, it allows improvement in certain lifestyle, it gets me away from the bedside, which is something I've wanted for a while. But I had to first identify that this position even existed. And sometimes the only way to do that is just by looking out. I looked out, I saw it, I found something that connected with me, and I spent the last 2.5 years trying to get this position, and now I finally got it. All right, friends, that's gonna be it for this week's video. This video was a little bit of a different vibe than my other informational ones. I know I spoke more about myself in this video, but I'm still a nurse actively building out my own career. I make videos here on YouTube just to help out, but I still continue to build out my own career. And I'm trying to figure this thing out myself. I may just be a few years ahead of you. So as I learn, as I gain experience, I just want to share that with you guys. That way you guys can see how I move, maybe do it the same way, maybe do it differently. Just sharing something of value that hopefully is of value for you guys. And just to let you guys know where I'm at now. I'm no longer working as a prison nurse. That chapter has been closed. I've been doing it for almost 6 years. Started in the county jail, went to the state prison, and now I'm out. It almost feels like I almost paroled as well. It just feels strange to be out here like in civilization, during the day, when before I was locked up in the prison, just like the people locked up in there. So I'm still getting used to it. Like I said, my desk is over there, and we'll enjoy this new chapter. I'll continue to share what it is that I learned. And one final point, friends, just remember, nursing is extremely broad. It's still very much a solid career path to live a successful life, maybe even live a lifestyle that you want to live one day. It's a solid tool for that, especially no matter what people say these days. It sounds cliche, but if there's a will, there's a way. You just have to find your path, stick to it, be able to adjust and pivot as needed, especially if things aren't working out now. There's always something out there in this field for you. You just have to set a grander goal, a bigger goal in the horizon, create a plan for it, and then execute on these steps. And of course, adjust them as you go. And if you have any trouble with any of that, friends, or any curiosity on how you could do it for yourself, right? If you're struggling, reach out to me. You know where to find me. But otherwise, enjoy your week, and I'll see you on the next one.